You're new to the acoustic guitar and you want to know how to pick an acoustic guitar in a shop. How do you know a guitar is right for you, and how do you know that it's going to do the job for you in your guitar learning process? So I'm going to help you out with a few things to look out for when you go into the shop looking at an acoustic guitar to pick out for yourself. And the first thing that I would say to do when you get to a guitar shop, it's got to speak to you. You've got to like the look of it. You've got to like the character of it. For me, when I got this acoustic, and I've got plenty of acoustics, but when I got this one, and the same thing actually applies to all the others as well, the first thing I fell in love with was the look of it. I looked at the colour of the wood. When I was actually going, this is like my workhorse acoustic basically, this is the one that I gig with the most. When I was actually going for getting this, I had a certain guitar in mind. It was a very expensive acoustic guitar brand called Taylor. And I tried some and none of them spoke to me, and I thought some of them looked all right, but none of them just played the way I wanted to. And then I turned the corner and saw this, and I saw the look of it instantly. I was like, I love the look of that. And it kind of looks like an old 70s coffee table or something, but I loved the colour of it. And I just thought to myself, I hope it plays as good as it looks. And luckily when it came down off the wall and I tried it, it played absolutely perfect. So the first thing you want to do is it needs to speak to you. It's an extension of yourself and a part of your character, so it needs to look the way you want it to look. You have to like the look of it, like the colour of it, etc. Then when you found that, pick it up and try it. And the first thing that I would recommend to look out for is when you are pushing down, is it nice and easy to push down? Now this is called the action. The action is the distance between the string and the fretboard. The lower the action, the easier it is to push down, and in theory the less it will hurt when you're playing it. There is nothing worse than getting a guitar, particularly an acoustic, when the action is high. It'll put you off wanting to learn the guitar. It'll put you off playing. It'll never sound right because the frets will always buzz when you're pushing it. Instead of sounding like this, it'll sound like this. And it'll really knock your confidence. So the action is the next thing. If you pick a guitar and you love the look of it, but you play it and the action isn't right, I hate to say it, but no matter how good it looks, don't go for that guitar. Try some others in the shop. See what the next best looking one is that you like, and try that. Make sure it's set up right. I cannot emphasize how important a guitar being set up like well to play is. Now generally it'll be like the really cheap guitars that are not set up very well. And on an acoustic, to lower the action, you've got to get a load of work done on it. You've got to get the nut filed, you've got to get the bridge filed down. Just play with some others until you find one with good action. And then the next part is sound related, basically. Play it, you're happy with the action, you're happy with the look of it. On an acoustic, I'm a true believer that the wood does make a difference. On an acoustic, I am. So, do you like the way that the guitar resonates and sounds? If it doesn't quite sound to your liking, so say for instance you play it and it sounds a bit tinny, maybe it's because it's got a thinner body, or maybe it's because of the wood that it's made of. If it's got everything but it just hasn't got that sound quality, see if there's another guitar in the shop that you do like, that ticks all the factors of it's got the looks and character that you like, it's got the setup that feels nice and is easy to push down, rings out nicely, and it's also got a nice warm sound that that pleases your ear. There's no correct sound. There's no such thing as that guitar sounds right to everybody, because it doesn't. Like there is no such thing as a guitar that sounds perfect to everybody. One thing that can sound perfect to one person can sound horrendous to another. So as long as it pleases your ear, that's the main thing. And if you get that one guitar that ticks all three of those boxes, looks, action, and sound, then you've found the right guitar for you, I would say. I hope that helps you with regards to picking your own acoustic guitar. Let me know if you've got any questions in the comments below about if there's anything else you feel you want to know about guitars with regards to choosing them. And I'll get back to you. If the videos help you, give it a like, and if you could subscribe to the channel, that helps me keep giving more guitar lesson content and keep teaching you and others like you how to learn the guitar for free.